Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about something unusual. I'm going to be fulfilling a request from a friend, and we are going to talk a little bit about Dungeons and Dragons, but just tangentially. So, what I'm going to talk about today is how I do what I do on YouTube and how to get the success I've gotten on YouTube for yourself, if you want that. All right, so let's talk. So I was amazed to even get this request. I've had a friend for 15 years. He watches my videos and he checks in, and I just did a thank you very much for 600,000 views video, and he came on and said congratulations, and then he said, hey, how can I do what you do? How can I get people to engage? How can I get people to engage with my channel? I need tips to be better at YouTube, right? So first of all, let's unpack what he's asking. So one, I was like, you're a friend. And I said, and I could have and we were just chatting on Facebook, and I'm like, rather than, spend 20 minutes of my time there, I'm like, and I will tell you right now, once you start doing YouTube, you realize this. I can answer this question for you, or I can answer this question for the world, right? And the reality is, when you have a global platform, somebody else is going to find it useful. That's one thing I've learned by doing YouTube for so long. Is one thing, once you start doing YouTube, you're like, hey, I could talk to you, but I could talk to, literally 1,900, coming up on 1,900 people at the same time, and they're all going to get the same answer. And then we can have more robust conversation in our time where we're talking about something, right? So, so basically, I want to say this. First of all, there's a legit question of, have I had any success on YouTube, right? I have never made one dime on this channel, right? So first of all, I just want to say this. If you're interested in making money on YouTube, this is the last place you should be listening to, right? Because I'll tell you right now, if you want to make money at all, you should be nowhere near the tabletop role-playing game industry or Dungeons and Dragons. I don't think a single person in the world has, I don't think there's a person alive who's made millions of dollars doing tabletop role-playing games. There are some $1 million projects, but on Kickstarter, but the vast majority of that went to fulfillment. I really like, if you count the millionaires connected to tabletop role-playing games and people who made their bread and butter through tabletop role-playing games, you can count those millionaires on one hand, and that number might be zero. Like, if you want to not make money, work in the tabletop role-playing game industry or discuss tabletop role-playing games material. So one, if you want to make money, this is the last place in the world you should do it. You should not attach yourself to Dungeons and Dragons to make money. It doesn't pay money, right? It pays in a different currency than money, right? Now, I actually think there's a lot of value in discussing Dungeons and Dragons, but it is political, religious, cultural value, knowledge, wisdom, passion. It doesn't pay in money. That's just a fact. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say, like, if your goal is to make money, do not listen to me, because I have never made a dime from this, right? However, what have I been successful on YouTube? Well, I have a message, and I am successful in being able to distribute that message and get people to engage with my message, right? Now, my message is that Dungeons and Dragons is far more valuable than anybody on this planet realizes, right? And fundamentally, that it is far more than a game. And the idea that Dungeons and Dragons is a game is a ludicrous concept. And that it's really a human improvement engine. It's a tool for exploring humanity, and it has achieved unbelievable, just absolutely incredible achievements in order to surge forward as a human improvement tool. That's my message, right? And I've been successful in spreading that message and getting people to engage with that message. Now, if you got a message and you want people to engage with that message, if you have a message that you want to distribute and you want it to go to a wide audience and you want people to engage, I can help you with that. All right, so and that's what my friend was asking, so I'm gonna dig into that. Right. So first and foremost, what have I done that has allowed this channel to be successful, air quotes, in that success is defining a message, distributing a message, and getting people to engage with that message widely, right? So I think I have succeeded in that, right? Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to give you the first tip. It's dedication and frequency. You have to be dedicated to it for a long time, and you have to make content on it frequently. I'm going to give you a tip that David Friant from Nerdarchy gave me probably 7 years ago, maybe 9 now. And he said 2 videos a day. So first of all, if you're not committed to doing 2 videos a day, Monday through Friday, bye. Like, you ain't never going to spread your message, right? And now, I'll tell you that right now. Like, I know my friend, like, coming on and doing a video once every 2 months ain't going to get you there, right? So first thing you need to do is you need to fix your frequency problem, okay? So 2 videos a day, Monday through Friday, okay? And if you can't do that, that's fine, no problem. But don't expect that your message is going to get out there with you trucking over and in a non-dedicated, non-frequent way telling people things on YouTube. That is not going to work, right? I can tell you that right now. So that is tip number 1. And I'll tell you right now, like, I'm going to do more videos on what it takes to be successful in defining a message, communicating that message, distributing that message, and getting people to engage with that message. But if you are not dedicated at least to 2 videos a day, Monday through Friday, first of all, just accept your failure, right? Like, and that's totally fine. It's okay to fail in life, right? But I want you to be aware, if you ain't ready to be dedicated to that, and and by the way, do it for 3 years, minimum 3 years. So if you're not ready to do 2 videos a day, Monday through Friday, for 3 years, you're never gonna define a message. You're not gonna distribute that message, and you certainly aren't gonna get people to engage with that message. That's tip number 1. All that's my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion. How do you define a message? And especially if you're more successful at that than me, how do you define your message? How do you distribute your message? And how do you get people to engage with your message, right? Because I'd love for my friend to have also have advice in the comments below. All that's my humble opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.